Everyone has done things they knew they shouldn't have, and many still continue to do so. But why do we engage in behaviors like drinking alcohol, eating junk food, or getting insufficient sleep, even when we know they're harmful? Why can't we say no to them? In today's video, the information you'll learn is so valuable that if you watch it in its entirety, you'll find a mix of hundreds, even thousands of podcasts and pieces of knowledge. That's because today's topic is learning to say no to your brain and discovering who and where the devil truly is. You won't find these insights anywhere else, so let's dive in. Social media has changed our lives so quickly that we didn't even anticipate the damage it would cause in the future. The wrong information given to people and the shortening of attention spans are having a significant impact on us. Most of the videos we watch today suggest things like, to become a millionaire, just open 2 YouTube channels, focus on them, and you'll become rich. However, I and other millionaires are telling you the opposite. Here's my advice. Don't believe everything you see on social media, especially when someone claims to be natural while also saying they have a 3 to 5% body fat percentage. Now, I can almost hear you saying, Stex, stop talking nonsense and get to the point. Let's begin. How do you say no to something you know is bad for you? The answer is quite simple, by pushing your brain. What does that mean? Let's go through an example. If you live in an apartment and usually take the elevator upstairs, try walking up the stairs one day instead. You'll see your brain will try everything to stop you from walking. But if you push through, there's a part of your brain that begins to grow slowly. Are you at the gym? Do you feel like you don't have the energy to do one more set? You're exhausted, but if you push yourself for that extra set, your brain will think, this person wants something. It will start adapting to the effort, and the intensity will increase. Eventually, you'll find it easier to reject things that are even harder and more tempting. For instance, if you used to barely last 2 days on NAFAP, after starting to exercise or pushing yourself a bit further in other activities like walking an extra mile or doing 10 more push-ups, your brain will adapt to these challenges. Before you know it, NAFAP will feel easy. That's because your brain will have learned that you can say no to things that were once difficult to resist, and this learning process will carry over to other areas of your life. Teaching your brain to say no applies to all areas: diet, sleep, exercise, etc. Start with small challenges, just like the example of exercise. Taking small steps will gradually teach your brain to say no. David Goggins has a quote I love: "When your mind tells you that you're tired, you've only used 40% of your potential. Never forget that."
When your mind knows it's not going to quit, and this is what I found out, this is my 40% rule. When your mind knows it's not going to quit, your body will adapt to whatever is in front of it. I ended up running 20 more miles. I did 101 miles in 19 hours and 6 minutes. And that one day changed, that 19 hours. It wasn't SEAL training, it wasn't Ranger School, it wasn't Delta Force, it wasn't any of that crap I went through. It was just 19 hours and 6 minutes that forever changed my life, to know that we as human beings are capable of anything. And we don't need any special kind of parents or tools to get there. So I end you with this: don't stop when you're tired, stop when you're done. Thank you very much.
Now, let's go back to the gym. You're at your last sets. You're tired and your form isn't as good as it was during the earlier sets. Your brain tells you, the previous sets were good enough, this one doesn't matter. Ha! When that thought crosses your mind, do one more set. Life will feel like hell while you're doing it, but after you finish, that sense of accomplishment will change your life. You'll realize that the pride you feel, the release of melatonin and testosterone, and other hormones will positively impact your body and mind. Here's another example. You're trying to lose weight. Why could you only stick to your diet for 1 week before breaking it? The answer is simple. You couldn't say no to your brain. Your brain tells you, you've stuck to your diet for a week, a day off won't hurt. So you listen. Then your brain says, you're already doing what I said. Why not relax a little more? And just like that, you break the diet because your brain learned that you can't say no. Let's talk more about how to improve your ability to say no. What kind of examples will help us? Here's the idea: push your brain to do things it doesn't want to do. Are you studying? You've been at it for an hour, you're tired, but push for 1 more hour. Are you reading a book? You've read 30 pages, is that enough? Read 30 more. Are you running? Are you exhausted? Run 1 more mile. These are the kinds of challenges that will help increase your brain's capacity and enable you to control your willpower. To reach your best potential, you have to go beyond the physical. Don't rely on your brain to develop your brain. It's like asking the devil to help you fight the devil. The true devil isn't watching you from the outside. The true devil is inside you. It's the thing that prevents you from controlling your most important ability, your willpower. Changing this and taking control is up to you. Don't trust your brain's desire for comfort when you're doing this. In future videos, we'll go deeper into topics like the subconscious mind. If you support me, I'd really appreciate it.